First off, just a great crowd tonight. Didn't know what to expect. 7:30 is a little bit odd for a Saturday night for us, and so Beaver Nation, as I say, never disappoints. So we came out, just a great atmosphere to play in. Love the way we started tonight. I thought the team prepared well, and then I thought Utah State adapted well as we went, and I thought they made great defensive adjustments, kind of put us on our heels a little bit. We didn't handle some of them extremely well, but early the ball moved. We got to the rim, dump-offs to Taylor were there, kickouts. Destiny hit a couple threes, I remember at least one, yeah, early in that corner, and so we got off to a great start, which you never know how it's going to go after not playing for a week, having finals, you know, having our practice schedules moved all over. But I thought the team handled those things well. And then as we went tonight, you know, our defense was relatively strong all night. I like we out-rebounded by 21, which, you know, certainly this team wants to do all the time. But there's room for growth, no question. But I loved our effort tonight overall, and we're excited to head off to Maui in a few hours. But credit Utah State. I thought they competed very well, and you can just see that team improving as we go. You know, young coach taking over for his dad, is doing a really good job, and I liked their competitiveness tonight. And they fought to the very end, so I was impressed by them.
Scott, you've got 3 weeks left until conference season. Where do you feel like you guys are at right now, and specifically, what do you feel like these 3 weeks you need to kind of tighten up or you know, work on?
Yeah. I mean, I'm pleased with where we're at. I feel like we've seen a lot of different looks. We're battle tested. One thing that really has stood out to me recently in practice is how quickly we're adjusting from one thing to the next just based upon our terminology. Our communication is just at a different level where we're switching gears, which is important. We were counting on a couple very young players out there, and they're adapting well. And so that is just going to happen as we go. But I feel like this team is understanding and executing our system at a different level. Tonight was just like Hawaii, where I thought our defensive accuracy overall was very good. And just we played people to their weakness. We were disciplined in it. We've adapted and we used different zones. And so I like where we're at. And once you get into conference, you know, there's just a different level of intensity, and because teams are so good and they execute and they're so dialed just like we have to be. And so I'm seeing that level of focus necessary already. And so just fine-tuning everything and getting better and better. But this team loves a challenge, and they can't wait, you know, for what's to come in conference. I feel like we're in a really good place.
Michaela, this team is off to a 9-0 start, obviously highest ranking in team history. Mm-hmm. What makes this team different than previous years you've been here, or is there a difference?
I think part of the ranking is a testament to what this program has done in the past and how it's respected across the country. I think this team has a lot of different weapons that can hurt you in a lot of different ways offensively. So maybe in years past there's been 1 or 2 people you can sack off, or you know they have certain strengths that they're taken away, but this team has a lot of different looks that we can give you. So I think that's one of our strengths, is our versatility.
Scott, can you talk a little bit about Taylor and what she has been able to accomplish, you know, in her first year?
Yeah, I mean, she's fun to watch. You know, she's fun to coach. She's fun to be around. You know, she's a big personality. You know, she's bold and aggressive, which she's authentic. She's just her. You know, and she plays that way. And so she plays very aggressive. And when you're young, you know, that makes up for a lot. You know, we keep our system. We try to keep it pretty simple. And this team is doing a better and better job all the time at finding her and giving her opportunities. But Taylor's so aggressive. She's got a game where she plays bigger than she is. We were just talking, you know, on the radio a minute ago about how high she keeps the ball, and how where have you ever seen somebody keep the ball that high?
Right, we were talking about
men's or women's basketball.
Too.
Yeah, men's or women's basketball at any age. Have you seen somebody keep the ball as high as she does? Where she plays like she's 6'8", you know, but she's 6'3", and so yeah, so she's very skilled, obviously, and talented. But she's adapted to our system. She kind of laughs off mistakes, which I think has been just a great attribute for her in learning things so quickly. You know, she doesn't know everything, she knows it. She's like, oh, okay. and then she does it and fixes it. And, you know, nothing's too heavy, nothing's too personal. It's just, yeah, let me get better. And so she's a joy to coach, and it's fun to watch her take these steps. You know, she's like a baby dinosaur out there, just learning how to walk. You know, in this competitive, you know, field where, you know, you've got to be almost perfect. And she's finding her way within it. You know, she saw the turnover right before half. You know, I know everybody was like, freshman mistake. You know, but yeah, of course she's going to make some. But she bounces right back. It doesn't faze her. You know, so she's so resilient and tough, and she's fit in so well. And so sky's the limit, you know, for Taylor Jones, and we knew that, you know, before she got here. It's just fun for us who've been watching her for so long to see it come to fruition. You know, and yeah, so really happy with everything she brings to our program.
Destiny, in terms of your growth this year, you know, I think play tonight people will remember is your little spin move, the three-point play. I saw you kind of look over there like, oh.
Yeah, that was awesome.
But the one that to me kind of stuck out a little bit was the turnover where you just threw a really bad pass, and a lot of people could hang their head. You ran down the floor and caught the girl from Utah State right at the rim and affected the shot. And she missed. It was like the fourth quarter. So at one point, it was a breakaway layup, and you sprinted down a guy. I don't know. Is that just something that, you know, maybe you're just a little bit more in tune with your game as you need to? I don't know if you remember. I don't think maybe it doesn't look like you remember that play, but
No, I do actually. Going into Cal on the skip and the girl ran the lane.
Yeah, a lot of kids might just hang their head, but you hustled down and affected the shot.
I think it's just how you said with growth. I think it's bigger than me. You know, if I give up on that play, I throw the turnover. I've already put my team down 1. So now then if I don't run back and contest her layup, then I'm going to give her a wide open layup easy. Who doesn't miss a wide open, or who misses a wide open layup? And so I think it's just bigger than me, and that's what I think about it is, I don't know, I got to do something. I just threw a turnover, so.
I think we're good.
Yeah, well, no, I got something.
Yeah.
Destiny's at a completely different level. I mean, and I know that's kind of what you're getting at this
Yeah,
year. It's
was
just,
that something you might have, maybe, I mean, maybe she
I don't
did
think
that last year,
I don't
too.
think that's a great example, because I think that's what she does all the time. I just think that's who she is. She plays hard no matter what. I think what we've seen in Destiny is just an understanding of this game at a completely different level this year, a laser focus, to where a year ago she might hang her head just through a mistake. She would always hustle back on that play, though. She's never going to quit on her team. But she might get frustrated because of a mistake or, you know, 1 or 2 in a row a year ago. This year, she just has an understanding of what we're trying to accomplish. She works so hard. She's playing so confident. And now she's, you know, she's playing the 3 for us. She's playing the 1 for us, and I can even put her at the 2. She's playing 3 positions, and so she's playing within herself. And a year ago, she played at 1 speed. She played with everything she had and was running around the court just like crazy, you know, trying to make plays constantly. And to be honest, trying too hard. And this year, she's playing within herself. There's a pace of play that is just so, it's excellent, you know, and so she's picking her spots this year, and you can just see that understanding of the game. The game's just slowing down for her, so it's just fun to help her through that, and every day, I mean, the questions she's asked are on point, and she's just a student of the game now. You know, I couldn't say that a year ago. A year ago, it was survival for Destiny, with all the pressure on her, learning the new system, and kind of pretending that she was an expert in it. She wasn't. This year, she's becoming one, and so it's been a joy to coach her.
Go ahead. Is that just maturity on your part, or did you flip a switch at some point?
I think after last season, I mean, we talked, and I think there was just a moment of, there's not just more I could give. It's almost like how I said I was giving too much, and to slow down and understand the game is what someone at my level needs to do. Is maybe not go fast all the time, but understand when to go slow, what's a great shot, when do I need to get my teammates going. And so just understanding the game at a different level, understanding how a defense moves, understanding what this pass will do, you know, when I need to attack. And so I think it's just growth, and I guess it could be maturity. I think there's a lot of growth I still have, but I think I'm just excited to learn and keep progressing.
There's a lot about the game she didn't know, you know, and when you're the fastest, most talented player on the floor, on most every court you've ever been on, you don't have to think much. You just drive by people and either shoot it over them or go lay it in, you know, one or the other. And now you're meeting people that have a scheme against you. And the Pac-12, to be honest, is coached so well. Every night there's a scheme directly against you. And that's hard to play with him, and it demands that you understand the game, you know, so that you can execute within it. And so that's the beauty of this conference we're playing, and the beauty of playing at the highest level.
You're 9-0. Are you surprised at that?
I'm pleased with that. I can't say I'm surprised. You know, I was confident. I love coaching freshmen. You know, if you would have told me we would have lost Taya, that would have worried me. But this team is so resilient through those things. I was very confident in Kennedy and Taylor and how they've come along. I didn't know when Yelena, and I still don't know when Yelena is going to join us, but that's another incredible post player, you know, that we have coming. And so their development has been the reason that we've been able, you know, to go 9-0. And so I'm pleased, not surprised. This group is, they're so competitive, you know, and they're warriors. And so they're tough out any night.
18, 13, and 7, not one word about it. It's just like every game you do.
2 turnovers.
That's like,
And how many potential assists, you know, in there that we didn't shoot the 3 quite as well as the game went on, but yeah, Nick knows how to fill the stat sheet.
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of games where somebody had 18, 13, and 7, that's all we'd be talking about, but it's like,
Why aren't
just another game.
You're not bored with it, are you?
No. I'm just saying,
Never take that for granted.
just like you just sort of expected.
No.
You need a triple-double, I guess, to get.
I'll take the win any day.